Yeah, so this is going to be a video about making an instance of a function block and making a function, and then just call a function block and a function in a task. So that's the objective of this video. So here, this is the function block that we have made, and the function block needs an instance. And what the function is going to do is it's going to retrieve the pulse from the instance data block that I made. So again, right click, add new block, and an instance data block is a data block. A data blocks is where you store data in the portal. IDB, instance data block, pulse generator. I just used the same. It's not a global DB. It is of a type pulse generator. The global DB is a DB that you can just use for anything. I have to make a global DB here too for my function. If I want to use my function, or I don't need to make a global DB, but I'm going to make one. A global DB is a DB that can be used by anyone, but this one is assigned to my function block. So this is the function block memory area. And it open it. You see it has the input, outputs, and static. It would have in outs too, but no temporaries because this is just data. So I made that. I want to minimize this one too. The task, yeah, the task can be. So what I want to make a function that's going to retrieve my pulses from the instance data block I had. Again, to introduction, add new block. So now it's the last one. It's a function. A function doesn't have any memory, whatever. It's fc get pulses, get pulse. Not ladder. Again, structure control language. The STL here is assembly programming. That's legacy from the Semantic S5 area. There was a function, I hope. The function can have an input or more inputs. I'm not going to have an input. I'm just going to return a Boolean value. Bool. Pulse or pulse train or whatever. So this, it doesn't take any arguments, this function. It could have had an argument, but I'm not going to make one. It just returned the pulses. And here we have to write code again. So how to return it? fc get. That one, fc get pulse equals IDB. That's the reason why I need the IDB dash. I could use that one, but I won't use the output. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Compile. So that was my function. Yeah, I want to use these programs. So let's see in my task background. So which is running cyclically. So I want to call this one. I just drag it in. If I can select it. Yep. It probably did. It is a little slow. We didn't want it. If we want this one. Oh, it did. What kind of instance data block do you want to use? I could make a new one. I want to use this one. So what do I want to do to these? I could assign values or whatever, but I'm not going to use that. I say I don't want any arguments. you need another editor if you want to work with the portal, because I just want to select all. I just delete it. IDB is going to find it, dash, just run the program. Then I want my FC to execute. FC get false. No arguments whatsoever. Red. I need somewhere to store my return value. I'm going to save a little. So what I'm going to do, I want to make a general DB. Wow, here under introduction, new block. Yes, that global DB, yes, DB, data block, process, whatever. Okay, it's going to open it again. You see, I have quite a bit down here. B, process, would could be on the HMI, pulse train, whatever. I made that one. Save. I can compile the data block. That was the pulses, and that was in the task background down here. Let's use it. Still red. Let's see if we can get it not red. DB. The editor is. Oh, DB should suggest if you have spaces. Process dot vPulses creative names equals the output. So what I get is in the IDB, I get the pulses and output it and so on, and save my project. And what I can do now is, of course, I can compile the project, but that's for a later video. So this was a function block. What I did was I had a function block, and I made an instance of the function block, and then I made a function that retrieved a value from the instance data block output, and then I had to call the instance of my function. I did that, and then I called the function. Had a problem because the function returned a value, and it needs somewhere to save the value. So I made a general data block or user data block, where I stored these pulses. And that's pretty much what I did.